Good afternoon, happy Monday from the UK. My name is Neka. Thank you for watching my video. Please continue to like, subscribe, share, and please bear with me. You will notice the way I've edited this video has been done in a very obnoxious way with the like, subscribe, share. It's only because I'm hoping I do not get demonetized. So please bear with me. YouTube is really cracking down. It's making it very difficult for us to share content amongst ourselves. I'm going to have to start thinking about alternatives. But for now, please continue to bear with me. Continue to help me build my channel and grow. Please engage with my content. Please watch the videos to the end. And yeah, bear with me with the ads as well. Again, YouTube has changed their format. We are only creators on this platform and we need to bear with it. Guys, let's listen to Lorraine.
David Attenborough, at all things. Now look, what's going on here with Meghan Markle? What's happening
how long
now?
have we got?
Meghan
I don't
Sussex,
know.
Well, this is quite interesting, I think, because we've seen Meghan sort of move into a different sort of influencer sphere, haven't we? We had With Love Meghan's show on Netflix. She's got a new social media profile which is going great guns. She's got 3 million followers on her own personal brand, and she's launched this new brand as ever. However, they had a bit of issues with the trademark that she was going to call it something else, and it ended up being as ever. But she's got a new trademark for hospitality services. So could she be the new sort of Airbnb host?
Really?
That you never knew you wanted. But she's moved into this sort of trad wife lifestyle. I mean, it's very on vogue at the moment. And I think that they're still trying to find their feet, Harry and Meghan. We've seen them sort of talking about, Harry doing interviews with the BBC, talking about everything from his privacy to his court cases to sort of being ostracised from his family. But what they do have is a brand, and they have very much worked on that. And with that, they're trying to sort of create this lifestyle using the children, which has caused a bit of controversy at the moment. One sense talking about having your private life, and the other going to Disneyland last week and putting pictures up of your children and sort of twerking in the birthing suite as well, which caused quite a bit of a stir. I mean, I don't have necessarily a big problem with stuff like this. It's up to them how they market themselves and use their children.
But not when they've always said they want their privacy.
For sure.
Lorraine is an idiot. I will respond to Lorraine. Let me respond to the absolute bollocks Russell Myers has said. First, let me address the children thing. Meghan and Harry's children can walk into my room right now, slap me in the face and run out, and I wouldn't know who I've engaged with. They are not using their children, Rupert or Russell. They are millennial parents. All of us that are millennial and younger, even older boomers, everybody posts everything on their social media pages right now. They post pictures, they post everything. We post all the key moments in our private and or public social media. Why? Because that is our version of scrapbooking. They are acting like normal millennials. And that is the reason why they are so relatable. Because everybody can relate with wanting to put pictures online. 1, 2. Meghan and Harry have every right as the parents of those children to share what they want to share. It's not up to you. And the reason why you are salty and the British media is salty is because I saw a document on Twitter that I've been looking for. The Royal Rota have an unofficial arrangement with the working royals that, look, just for them to make money, the working royals are not supposed to be sharing content without giving the Royal Rota a chance to share it themselves first, so that they can have exclusive rights. Now, in some cases, the Waleses break this whenever Kate was doing her photography apprenticeship, I don't know. And that pissed them off. And it pisses them off that Meghan is able to share content of her kids on her own terms, on her own platform. If you want to use Meghan's pictures, Meghan's video, either ways, you are still going to reference Meghan and she makes money off it. And that is the truth. I believe, and I'm very hopeful about this, it's going to come a time where Meghan is going to stop people from sharing her content beyond her platform. I hope so. I hope she starts giving them a copyright flag. Ooh, that would be delicious. It will be right now. There's a lot of content they cannot share of Meghan. Like if they want to recap her show, they can't because Netflix has banned them from doing that on their public platforms. I think you can recap it on Patreon. I could be wrong, but there's a copyright flag for that. So even if they want to drag Meghan or bash her show, they can't do that with Netflix. And I'm hoping Meghan does it for her Instagram too. 3, notice how he can't just talk about Azeva without bringing up Arrow. Why are you bringing up Arrow? Arrow is in the past. It was an idea, it died, it moved on. The reason why they are salty about Arrow is that was as close to getting an insider track on what Meghan was going to work on last year. They dragged it out and built all these narratives and all that nonsense only for Meghan to hit them with the reverse Uno and say, actually, my brand is going to be called As Ever. So while they were chasing and running around looking for Arrow, Meghan was getting As Ever set up, getting her trademarks sorted. Let's come back to trademarks. Rupert, how do you know about Meghan's hospitality trademark? I didn't even know about it, so I don't know if that's true. I don't know how they check those things, and I'm a Meghan fan, so it is just an obsession at this point. You guys are pathetic. It is not Meghan's fault that in 2025, instead of you guys to do your job and try and big up the actual working royals who are tax funded and benefit scrounging, instead of you to go and help them build their profile, because at the rate Billy Idol and his wife is going, by the time he ascends the throne, there won't be any throne to ascend to. Go and deal with them, focus on them, and leave Meghan alone. She's got this.
Really, it's a difficult one. You cannot keep invading your own privacy, and then once you put the drawbridge down, you cannot then.
You cannot.
That's your decision. That's absolutely fine. They can do whatever they want to do. That's fine. But then you cannot then say, "Leave me alone." For sure. If you're doing that, that's the thing. Now, look, King Charles obviously tripping the colour.
Do you recall how I said Lorraine is an idiot? Guys, please, in the chat, can you explain to me what this expression means? Invading one's privacy. You cannot invade your own privacy. Lorraine, I can see why your show got cancelled. You're an idiot. There's that entire sentence makes no effing sense. You cannot invade your own privacy. Actually, no, you can't. You actually cannot invade your own privacy. Why? Because how are you invading your own privacy by posting your own content on your own platform? Is this woman okay? Actually, no, what am I saying? Of course she's not. She's a dummy. That's why her show has been cut down. Her show probably won't last the year. I think ITV are just stringing her along because they haven't found anything to replace her with yet. Lorraine, you are way past your runtime. You need to go away. You're an idiot. Now let's come back to the point about privacy. As I said before, Meghan and Harry have every right to share what they want to share. You are just salty, British media, because they are winning. This one-sided competition that they are not in, they're not actively participating in, they are winning. And let me also not rewrite history here. When Harry and Meghan were quiet, don't forget that Meghan did not come on social media until January, right? And by the way, she is now the most followed. She is now the social media presence. She has the most followed social media presence on Instagram. I think she does. Yeah, she does. So anyway, before Meghan came back on social media, they were quiet. The only time you saw them was when they wanted you to see them, right? And let's not pretend like the British press left them alone. They were harassing them. They were very happy to fill in the void with misinformation, lies about their marriage, lies about their children, lies about Meghan, lies about Harry. They were very happy to fill in that void. Now that their money-making scheme has been utterly and completely destroyed, with Meghan being on social media for less than 6 months, they are now come and figure out new talking points, bringing up old history like Arrow. Why are you bringing up Arrow? Bringing up trademarks. Why are you stalking her trademark? And this stupid comment that Lorraine has made about invading your own privacy. Lorraine, you are an idiot.
Is imminent.
Yes, on Saturday.
Yeah, but there's a change.
Well, there is a change, and not unexpected, I think, because King Charles is 76 years old now.
Are having on the world's oceans. Royal Editor Human Beings are having on the world's oceans. Royal Editor Russell Myers is here. This is something that he is hugely passionate about, isn't it? And what a way to use your platform.
For sure, and it's exactly that. I mean, he's got such an incredible profile. Of course, not only being senior member of the royal family, future king, but he has a real profile as well. And when he's speaking about things like this, I think people do listen, because he's got his Shot Prize Awards that's now in its 5th year. But he was escaping to sunnier climes yesterday, because he was in Monaco making a big speech at the very snappily titled the Blue Economy and Finance Forum. But it was with a real message of having a real exact decade to save the oceans.
Right.
This is what he's been talking about, that we are in a real period of urgency, that we have to do all we can to save the oceans. And this is what he had to say. Together.
I'm not going to waste your time listening to this garbage. Did you notice that Russell Myers doesn't even... This is... Russell, it is hard to convince us that William is a statesman when you don't believe it yourself. You don't believe it yourself. See how you're stumbling to explain. He had more information about Harry and Meghan than he did about the future king. He was way more up to speed with what was going on with Harry and Meghan. That's why he was trying to be shady by saying that Meghan's trademark arrow thing, which, by the way, she never said it was a trademark issue. What she said was it was word salad. You have more information about Meghan than you do about your future king, the person that you are actually supposed to be bigging up and promoting. And just to let everybody know, this speech, which I'm not going to bother playing for you because it is one of his very numerous pledges, I've asked Still Dre on X to post his, he did this hilarious video where he listed out all the pledges that William has made over the past decade or so. All of them he's opened up and he's dropped. He started, released a press statement, looked concerned for 5 seconds, and we've not heard from it again. This is one of the very many pledges that William has gone to attach himself to that isn't going to go anywhere, because it's not going to get him what he's looking for, credibility. William, you're not a statesman. We don't believe you are a statesman. You are lazy. You have allowed the British press to destroy your legacy. And I'll say this. I want you to quote me. The British press have destroyed William's legacy. William has not helped. He's not a victim. But the fact that he has allowed the press to do what they have done to Harry and Meghan, people are not going to like you for that, William. People, and then the whole royal racist thing, the way you treated your first biracial sister-in-law, you, with your own hand, have destroyed your own legacy. And this is the thing. This is the very funny thing about the way the British media work now. They are beginning to realize that, look, our wild, ridiculous, obscene obsession with Harry and Meghan has completely left the current existing royals in the wayside. And we're going to see, guys, the knock-on impact of this stuff is coming over the next few months. I am very curious to see how it goes. And yeah, sorry for going on that ramble. I just wanted to drag Lorraine, who, as we've now seen, is a complete and utter idiot. Russell Myers doesn't have anything to do, doesn't have anything to say. I think they're all beginning to panic about their careers. It will not surprise me if we see Russell Myers on YouTube very soon, just like Maureen and Becky Bighead and the rest. But yeah, please guys, feel free. Feel free to drag Lorraine in the chat, because she is really an idiot, and drag Russell Myers as well. Please continue to like, subscribe, share, and support the channel. I'll keep on trying to find a way to get us videos, guys, without us getting copyrighted. And of course, shout out to Josephine, without whom I wouldn't be able to post a lot of this stuff. Shout out to you, Josephine. And yeah, take care, guys.